it would be. So the money that I put down already, it's not all of what I'm putting down for the deposit. It's just a decent amount, so they know I'm dead ass serious about the house. It's nothing that's gonna be like, oh, hold my place. It's not that. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's earnest money, so they know I'm legit. They know that I want the house and I'm willing to put money down to secure my position in the house. I'll text you back in a minute. No, they will not take the house off the market until paperwork is signed. Until there is a bid up and I've put my whole deposit down, they won't take it off the market. No. Plus you get the money back if somebody bids more. Yes. I will get my money back. Yes. But I don't know. I haven't asked him that question. This is a very good question. So I'm going to ask him tomorrow because I have a realtor. He's the one that's helping me get everything I need for the house. So, I mean, listen, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not wishing this upon me, but say something happens where somebody bids over me or something happens and I'm not able to get the house. God did that for a reason. I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. If something happens, and I don't think there will be anything that happens because I have good credit. I have the money down. Like, I'm not gonna say how much, but I do have the money down. I have plenty. I have a lot more than 3% that they want me to put. They only require 3%. I'm putting way more than 3%. So if anything happens, it's meant to be. Like, there's a reason. God did that for a reason. I believe that God does everything for a reason. So if something happens, it's just clearly not meant to be. And I can go get into another house within another 2 months. That's why I'm booking the B&B for 2 months. So if something happens, I got plenty of time to pivot and find something else that will be perfect for me. Thank you, Nicole. You guys like my excuse me. You guys like my profile picture? You like my profile picture? I'm not gonna lie though, y'all. I changed it. Oh, Florida T's real as fuck. She turned off her comments because people are fucking talking shit, bro. Like, I don't understand. We're doing it for kids that need help this year for Christmas so that we can put presents under their tree. We've already taken care of 4 kids. We have probably 4 or 5 more kids that we can take care of. I don't quote me. I think it's, let me see. 1, 2. That's crazy. I have 4 or 5 kids and we made it to 20 children. We took care of 20 kids for Christmas this year. I thought we were only going to be able to do like 4 or 5, bro. And we took care of 20. That's amazing. That's crazy. I'm not even going to lie. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we could choose 6 more kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids. We can choose 6 more people. So far. And then we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, $3. So if we get the $73 to 150, we can adopt 7 altogether instead of 6. But we need a little bit more money. I need help for my 2 kids, but I'll figure it out. T-Spiller, send me your registry. I'll help you. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I can only help one more person. I haven't even bought Kai's Christmas gifts yet, but like, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I do like to do is help people. Like, when I'm in a decent situation, like, I'm in a good spot. I mean, I was able to live here for a whole year and not have to worry about nothing really. Like, I mean, I also worked a job a couple of the months. So it's like, I can't say like I just did TikTok for the whole time, but the majority of the time I did. So, if you DM me, T-Spiller, your registry, I could see if I know I will help, but like, I know a couple, oh, I didn't mean to click that. I know a couple more people that might help as well. I mean, even if we can get a couple gifts off of it, I mean, that's better than nothing, right? Send me your registry real quick. Do you have one made already or no? It's called God. Yeah, God God works in crazy ways. Like, that's why I tell people all the time, like, don't sit here and, like, judge somebody for speaking up about their situation. There's nothing wrong with any of that. There's nothing fucking wrong, bro. There's nothing wrong with asking for a handout, or not even a handout, asking for a blessing. Everybody needs a blessing here and there, you know? Everybody fucking needs a blessing. Everybody deserves a blessing. Do you do anything else besides TikTok, like YouTube? I can't even say, but I can soon. T-Spiller, if you make a registry tonight, I can buy at least 2 things off there tonight. And I can try to send it to a couple other people that might, I would say 80% sure that we could get you at least more than a couple gifts bought off of it. I mean, like, I tell everybody the same thing when we were doing it yesterday. The more more affordable items you put on there, the more you're gonna get on the registry for sure. I know Florida Tea helped me with someone's registry yesterday, and she didn't even need to do that. She's a tea, like, she runs a tea page. She didn't even need to do that, but she wanted to genuinely. Like, there's people out here that want to help any way they can. You guys, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna take no more, but I do know that, like, for Kyrielle, for instance, I'm gonna buy her some teething toys. I'm gonna buy her a couple more, like, regular, like, I'm gonna buy her a little, like, electric car, because I know she's starting to, like, walk and shit now. Like, she's crawling, she's getting around. So, like, excuse me, I want her to be able to, oh my God. So every time I go to breathe in, I need my inhaler. I need to go get it right in the morning, as soon as I wake up, right at 8, because I'm gonna go to sleep at 9. I'm gonna get up at 8. I'm gonna get 3 hours of sleep, get up, and go get my medicine at 9 a.m. Because I need my inhaler, bro. When I did my breathing treatment at the hospital, it worked really good. It worked really, really good. Everyone in the Florida crew is getting sick. Yeah, you guys, I'm not trying to sound rude or nothing. See, this is why people don't ask for help, because it's like people like you. It's not that. It's just, we took on 20 kids yesterday, just as Mia being one creator. Like, if I can get more creators to help with the angel tree, I will try my best. And if we can, like, it would be a lot better, because we can take on maybe another 20 kids. But the problem is a lot of creators are very selfish and they don't want to do stuff like that. So it sucks. Like, excuse me. It sucks. Yeah, we did, like, I would say anywhere from 15 to 20. We did 15 to 20 kids yesterday. A lot of creators are very selfish. They just want the money off this app. They don't want to help. Like, we get blessed enough to be able to come on here, and you guys genuinely like us enough to watch us and send gifts. Stop talking is making it worse. No, it's not making it worse. It's when I breathe in. Anytime I breathe in, even before I was live. See, you hear how it's like choppy? It's just when I breathe in. So, like, I have a respiratory, like, infection going on in my lungs, in my head, in my nose. Like, it's all over. There's fucking liquid in my ears. Like, if I brought one of you guys up right now, I have to turn my volume all the way up to the max to be able to hear you guys. Like, it's really bad. There's no music on. If there's any music on for you, you need to swipe completely out the app, because it's your phone. It's not me. I have no music on. Gotta stop vaping for real. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have fucking my. Wait, can you take your inhaler? Can you use your inhaler on live, or will they get it as like nicotine? Can you use your inhaler on live? I'm gonna be puffing that shit on live. I'm like, I wouldn't. Damn, are you serious? Damn, they be clocking us for inhalers now. That's fucked. It's medicine. Hot water, honey, and lemon. Damn. You got banned for it. Oh. Okay, yeah. My account's on a warning, so I can't be doing that on live then. Lovely. I'm gonna have to hit my inhaler on live off the screen too. This is crazy. What are you doing? You wanna come up here? Come here. Guys, ignore this mess. Louis makes a mess. Come here. Hi. Hi, baby. You're being a good boy. Yes, you are. Mm-hmm. This is a good boy. Yeah, it is my good boy. He just wants some lovin's. It's okay. It's a good boy. Yeah. You're being good tonight. Yeah. You're being bad earlier, but it's okay. We're gonna forget the past. Yeah. Forgive and forget, right? Forgive and forget. He just wants to be up by me. He's just being a good boy. He's wagging his tail. You guys can't see though. Yeah, see, I just want to be my mom. I just want to lay down. Should we do a couple battles and go to lay down? Do it again. If you want to go lay down, do it again. Oh, he did it. He did it. Do you want to go lay down? Do you want to go lay down? Do it again if you want to go lay down. Let me know. Oh, yeah, he wants to lay down. He said... Yeah, you want to lay down. Okay. We'll do a couple of battles and we'll lay down, okay? Alright. Yeah, we lay down. Yeah, we lay down. You're tired. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. I did love you. You know that. You're my son. You're my first child. Yeah, that didn't pop out. Thank God. Thank God I didn't have to pop you out. Because I'm not going to lie. That's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That's a lot. I would go crazy. Popping 2 kids out right now. Insane. But I just love you. I wouldn't take it back for the world. I know I say crazy shit sometimes, but you know I'm crazy. I take it back. You're my son. He's being such a good boy right now. He was your baby while pregnant? Bro, he was my baby. He is my baby. He's my first baby. Kai Kai is my second baby she's my first baby that I popped out though. It's the only difference. Lulu I got while I was pregnant. I was like a month and a half pregnant. Now I'm bawling. Aw, you guys, like, isn't it crazy to think like I got Louis as a puppy? He was just a puppy. His birthday's May 30th, huh? Your birthday's May 30th. Kyriel's is April 16th. You're just a little bit older than Kai. Just a little bit. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Yeah. Go away. Because he'll try to go like, when I'm trying to pet him, he'll be like, I'm like, okay, no. Let's not do that. Let's be sweet. Let's be nice. Yeah. He just is ready to sleep. They don't last long enough. What do you mean? Like the baby stage? I want another baby. I want a son now because I'll have my boy and my girl and I won't want no more. Actually, I will. Probably I will. But I want to be in a good position. Like once I move into my home, it's, you know, I know it's mine. I know that's my for sure home for maybe the rest of my life, unless I choose to sell the home and move into another home. Like I want to make sure that I'm stable and in a good position so that, like, thank you, Spilling Tea. I just want to make sure I'm in a good position. Like, I feel like, let me not say that because I don't want people to take me like being rude. I don't want people to like think I'm being rude when I say that, but I just want to be in a really good position when I have another child. Like, I don't want to have another child in an apartment. Because really, this is only my place till my lease is up. It's only my place till the 12th. I don't know, like, I was in adoption. No, I wasn't in adoption. I was in foster care when I was a kid. And, like, I feel like I got blessed being in the home I was in. And not everyone gets as blessed as I was. It was still traumatic because I got taken away from my mother when I was very young for something that had nothing to fucking do with her. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like that shit's very traumatic unless you're in, like, a really good position to be able to do something like that. Like I said before, I've said this multiple times, the house that I got put in was amazing. It was a beautiful house, beautiful family. They had one child that was theirs and the rest were all adopted. And it was just beautiful. Like, it was, I got blessed, but not everyone gets blessed. And I can say that firsthand because I know not all my siblings got put in the same home. So it's just, it really sucks. A lot of people do it just for the money and not for the child. So I don't personally think, and please don't like hate me for saying this, but I don't personally think I could ever adopt because I feel like I know how it feels. I always felt out of place, even though I knew I was loved by my parents that I had for that time. I still felt like I don't know, I resented my mom a lot, even though it wasn't her fault. I didn't know that I was very young. Like, I resented her, not when I was young, it was when I grew up. I was like, how the fuck did you do this? Like, how did you put me through this? And it wasn't her fault. So it was like, I don't know, I guess it takes a toll on your mental health, being the parents, being the child in the situation. It's just, it's a lot. That's why I say, like, I don't think I could ever fucking do it. Like, I applaud people for being able to do stuff like that, but I'm a fucking empath, and I would cry every single day hearing someone tell me, like, why am I not enough for my mother, my father to love me, because I was that child at one point in time, when that wasn't the case for my situation, because my mom loved the fuck out of me, and it was my father that was the reason why I was even in foster care, you know, like, but it just sucks, like, because I held that weight on my mother, and just up to recently when I would say I was probably 19 or 20 when I finally realized, I was like, damn, mom, I'm so sorry, like, I did not mean to put that on you, like, I'm sorry for blaming you, it wasn't your fault. And like, me and my mom used to have a heart-to-heart all the time and be like, I'm just so sorry I blamed you, and I feel like shit, I'm a terrible child for ever blaming you, when it's a hard situation. It's a hard topic. So I could never, like, I would love to help a child that needs it, but I know since I've been through it, I don't think I could ever do it. Like, I applaud people that adopt and put children like out of situations like that, because I've been through it and I've been there, and I was that child that wondered why the fuck my parents didn't love me enough to keep me in a stable home, when that wasn't the case for me. Though it was my father, it wasn't my mother, you know. So I don't know, it just sucks. It sucks that I went through what I went through, so that I wouldn't physically be able to take that like, it's not a burden, I guess. It would be more so of like, I wouldn't be able to take that on my mental health. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. I applaud everyone that does, because it's terrible. It's hard. It's really hard. Yeah, the responsibility. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could have my own children, because I know that I'm putting my child in a good situation. I know my daughter's gonna be fine. As long as she's with me, she's in a good, healthy, safe environment. That's all that matters to me. That's all I care about. But like even for my next child that I have in the future, like I won't have another child until I know for sure that I'm in a decent situation. Like when I'm in my home and I'm living there for a couple, maybe 2 years, and I find a man in the future. It's not gonna be anytime soon, so don't quote me on that. But I don't know, in the next year or two, if I find a man, yeah, of course, Sling T, that's fine, love. If I find a man in the next year or two, and I know that this man is genuine and comes with their own money and their own I don't know, like as long as they come with their own money, like really, like that's all I care about. I don't want to be with someone that's not financially stable or physically stable. Like I need someone that's physically stable, a good man. I don't want a fucking crash out or someone to just put me and my child through bullshit. You know, like my daughter deserves the world, and so do I, but she comes first. Thank you. I know God will bless me with that in my life, but it's all on his timing, you know? I might say in a year or two, but he might say in 5 years. I might say in a month or two, and he might say, you know what, in the next 2 weeks. Like it all depends on God's timing, and I believe when I'm ready, God will tell me or show me or lead me in the right direction that is meant for my journey. But it's not right now, and I can feel that. I can sense that. It's not right now. It's not going to happen anytime soon for me, I don't think. I think right now it's a time God's trying to teach me patience, perseverance. He's trying to teach me how to love myself again through everything, and try to teach me how to be I'm already a good mother, but like just trying to teach me how to, instead of like worrying about everything else, just focus on being a mother and letting things roll, you know? Like things are going to come in waves. Like emotions, success, all of that comes in waves. Sometimes you're going to do bad, sometimes you're going to do good, sometimes you're going to be up, sometimes you're going to be down. So it's like I just got to, once I get over that stage in my life, I feel like I'll be back to where I need to be, and I'll be in the right state of mind to be able to move on from all my situation. I'm saying in general, like the situation I'm in right now where I'm living alone in an apartment. I'm going to be in my home very, very soon. Lindsay, don't even worry about that. I feel like my situation, I got taken away when I was 4 years old, and I was gone till I was 5. But thank God I was young. But at the same time, I was old enough to know that I was being ripped away from my mother. Okay, so I knew what was happening, but I just couldn't process it being that young. You can't. It's hard to have hatred being 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? The hatred grew as I learned how my dad was, and how I learned how the whole situation went. That's when it grew. So like you need to be very transparent as your child grows up, and just be like, you know what, this is a situation. I did whatever I could to get you back. My mom fought as hard as she could to get us back out of foster care, and she did everything she needed to do. She wasn't even on any type of rugs. She was not nothing, and we still got taken. So it's like I had to learn that and be mature enough to understand it. Hi, baby. I had to be excuse me, I don't want to cough in your face, baby. I had to be mature enough to be able to understand the conversation, because when you're young like that, you don't understand. You can't, it's hard to understand. You have to be mature enough and old enough to understand the conversation being held. And once I was old enough, I had that conversation again. I've had the conversation multiple times with my mother. I still have it to this day. I still feel guilty for resenting her and treating her bad because of the situation I got put in. I felt guilty for a very long time. For a very, very long time, I felt guilty. I was like, damn, like, I can't believe this. Like, thank God my mom's still around, because a lot of people, Like, excuse me, a lot of people lose their family members before it's like when it's too late. Like when you can't go and apologize and you can't just tell them, you know what, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Like, so thank God I got blessed enough to be able to tell my mom, like, I'm sorry, you know, you weren't wrong. And everybody goes through things, and I didn't grow up in a rich household at all. So I had to fight to get to where I am even today. And I still have to fight to get to where I need to be today. Like, I still fight. I'm still alive every single day to make sure that I get to be in a position to where my daughter has to worry about anything. And I'm proud of myself, really. I've came a long way. I came a very long way. Spilling tea. How are you?
Good, girl. You've got me crying.
Don't cry. Oh my God, stop. You're gonna make me cry. I've
No,
cried so much.
no, you really do. Just because, I mean, I just need to know that you honestly, truly forgive me
Oh, 100%.
for listening to other people. And like on my main page, that is myself. I have a few of them, but I mean, you were the very first person that I ever subbed to, and supported. And then I came over here and I made the T page, and it was just to, do a T page, and like very quickly it turned into a hate page. And I made a post tonight and was like, I apologize to everyone. I don't want my page to be about that. And it's just really breaking my heart that I allowed people to make me that evil person, because they all knew when I started my T page. Everybody loved my T page, and like one of your mods said, you're real as fuck. I've always loved your T page. And then, I listened to others. I let people get into my ear and I let them turn, like I turned against you. And I just feel horrible, like, hearing you talk. This is the Kiara that I miss. This is the Kiara that I fell in love with, when you were just so genuine. And I get it. The internet turns you completely, different. And you've been through a lot, I've seen it all before you were pregnant. I've been on the whole journey, and it breaks my heart. So I need to know that you truly, honestly, and everybody in your chat truly, honestly believes that I apologize and I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course. I 100% forgive you. Don't ever feel like everybody knows me. I'm an empath as well. I do hold grudges. But the thing about me is I like to forgive and forget, because I know that on social media it's very hard to like put aside skits in real life and good people and bad people. Like, I like to give multiple chances, but I also know that you're not a bad person. I've always said that. That's why I've said, like, I'm like, I don't hate all T pages. I just don't like hate pages, because you don't know somebody deep down, and you've taken, like, that's where I can respect you and forgive you, because you've taken the time to understand me as a person and not just the shitty person that I was before, or like how I presented myself before. And you've taken the time to just fully see me through and throughout. And I can't be mad at you for that. Like, bro, like when you see T pages, that's the first thing you see. Like, if I'm, say you see me for the first time, you see a hate, like a smear campaign on live, and that's the first thing you see about me. What are you gonna think? You're gonna think that shit's true, because why would that be your first encounter with that person, is seeing that they're such a shitty person, they do this and that. Like, I understand how it is, and it sucks. Like, doing social media, it sucks, because it's hard to come back from something when somebody dragged your name for so long. But it's like, we got people like you that actually sit back and you that are like, you know what, this person might not be so fucking bad. Like, maybe I just need to watch. Let me just watch and understand this person, because there might be something that I missed. Yeah. So like, I could tell you've done that. Like, and I really honestly can't thank you enough for just giving me the opportunity to show you like I'm not a bad person genuinely. Like, do I make mistakes? Of course. I'm a human. Like, we're all gonna keep making mistakes. I'm gonna continue to make mistakes, but I gotta learn from them. You know,
Right.
so I really just want to take the second to thank you for like just even acknowledging my growth and the person that I became after being a mother for the first time ever. Because I don't know, I'm gonna be honest. I know how to be a good mom, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still learning. You know, like I'm gonna continue to keep learning. I don't know. This is my first time being a mother, so you know, like I'm gonna make mistakes and I'm gonna keep growing from them. And I hope nobody judges me for them, but I gotta make mistakes to learn. That's what we gotta do as a mother. You know.
Right.
So I just want to thank you for just being genuine enough to give me the time. And you know, because me and spilling the tea, I had spilling the tea black for a long time because I was like, you know what, this is just a hate page, this is just it. And I'm like, you know what though, like how am I gonna have all these people blocked because of their opinion on me? I can't have you block me for your opinion. Like if I block you, you're gonna hate me more because you're like, you know what, there's something that you don't want us to see. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna unblock everybody. I'm gonna block all the people that hate me because I want y'all to see who I really am and what I'm growing from. And everybody that used to watch me knows I was a good sweet girl. I never fucked with nobody. Like I didn't show drama with nobody. I was cool with everybody.
Yep.
Then I started getting bullied. I started getting harassed. I went through my situation. Like I went through a lot of stuff that caused it to turn me cold. And it's not an excuse, but that's what happened. And a lot of people stopped liking me for it. And I got to learn to not be that person. I can be my own person regardless of everything I've been through. And I think that's why a lot of people are starting to change their mindset about me.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, I absolutely just loved you. When I was, you know, when I was with my ex, I would always show him, I'm like, look at this girl. She's so gorgeous, you know, and I would always like let him listen to you, like when you would sing and all that. And then all of a sudden, you know, I turned around and did this T page and it just, I mean, like I said, it turned very quickly because I would see like other clips and I'm like, oh, hell no, you know, like what's gotten into her? And it just, you know, listening to other people's stories and I let them unfortunately get to me and it made me feel so bad now that I see you. But I am woman enough to come up and apologize to you, you know, and tell you that I was in the wrong. A lot of people don't do that. You know, they try to play
I can't judge
victim.
you for that. I can't judge you for that because God says never to judge nobody. No matter what you go through, no matter what they've done to you, do not judge nobody. That's why I say even with the Allison situation, I won't judge her. Even for every time I forgave her and try to give her chances, and she still has shown me time and time and time and time and time again that she was not genuine towards me, I still forgave her. So like I'm not gonna ever judge her. She's a good mother, and I stand on that. She's a good mother. She goes through things just like all of us, but she's not genuine in my life. You know, she's not a genuine person that I would want to stand at my wedding. That's not somebody that I would want to be my person standing right next to me when I get married. You know, like that's not, I need genuine people in my life and I need more positive influences. Like Sunny and Kayla have definitely showed me that at the end of the day, it's not about what everybody thinks about me on this app. It's about my child. And I'm not saying I didn't never put Kyriel first. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is to not give a fuck about people's opinion, to be myself and just come on here and be a happy version of myself that I used to be, because it's not fair to hold all this weight on my shoulders. It's not. And it gives people a bad image. And that's where I can take accountability is I wasn't giving the best version of myself to people. I was giving the resentment and the hatred that I had towards people, and it was a bad look, and I can admit that 100%. So I don't judge you for anything, like at all. I don't. I can't hate you for that, because at that time in my life, I was going through a lot of shit, and that's no excuse at all. It's not an excuse, but I shouldn't have put that out there. I should have kept that shit to myself, and I should have kept being the sweet Kiara that I am, because I'm a good person, genuinely. I'm a really good person. Like everybody that knows me, that I speak to off live, the girls, the women that I have blessed, the children that I blessed, I spoke to some of them. Like they all know I'm very genuine. I'm a good person. I go through shit and I let it get to my emotions, and then I reflect, and it's not okay. Like I need to do what I need to do as a mother and as a woman, and be able to take accountability for my actions, and that's really all it's about. I can't blame nobody but myself, honestly. I can't, because half the things that are on the internet are because of me. I should have never spoke on certain things, but
we all do it. We all do. But when I started seeing your growth, I will say, is when you started hanging out with Kayla and Sunny. You turned back to the person you were, and I absolutely love them. And I get hate for supporting them, and I'm sure now I'm going to get a lot of hate because they see I'm not against you, and I don't give a shit. That's why I made the post I did tonight, and I'm not gonna, you guys can, I want to post good clips. That's what I want to post. I don't want people going on there and hating. I don't want to be a hate page. That's not who I am.
yeah.
So, I mean,
know you're a genuine person. I could tell you're even the post that you used to post, though, you're very passionate. If you feel some type of way, you're gonna fucking speak on it. And you know what's crazy though, is I love people like that, because I would rather somebody tell me like it fucking is than try to sit in my face and lie to me and be like, you know what, this is what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear, not what you don't want to hear. Like, right. I would rather somebody tell me like it is and tell me, look, you're being a shit person right now, or you're not doing the things that you should be doing. Like, I'd rather somebody tell me that than sit in my face and lie. I've always kept friends that are real. That's why Sunny, I fuck with heavy. That's why Kayla, I fuck with heavy. Because them are the two women that will call me out on my shit. If I'm doing something that's fucked up, they're going to tell me, Kiara, that's not a good idea. That's not a good look. I wouldn't do that. Like, as a woman, I wouldn't do that. And that's okay. I'm going to keep making mistakes, like I said. But it's good to have people to tell you, look, not even publicly either. When have you ever seen Kayla fucking publicly say, oh yeah, Kiara's fucked up for that? Or Kayla or Sunny say, yeah, she's fucked up for that. No, they'll clock me behind closed doors. They'll be like, you know what, Kiara, don't say that. I would keep that to yourself. I would talk to me about it. Like, tell me these things that you're feeling. Like, there's no need to explain yourself, because we all know you're a good woman and we all know you're a good mother. I'm a very good mother. And I don't even have to explain this. I'm a very good mother. Do I make mistakes? Of course. Every mother has to. You have to make mistakes to learn from them. But I'm a good mother. Kyrielle is very happy. She has everything she needs. She's taken care of. She's good. She's happy. She's a happy baby. And she's going to continue to be happy, because I'm trying to do things in a different way as well on my part as a mother, to make sure that my daughter is in a happy household. I want her to be happy. I don't want her to be under stress, because when I'm under stress, she feels it,
Absolutely.
Feeling T, I don't know if this is too personal, but are you a mother?
Yes, I am.
So like it's hard to hold your feelings in, like
it is.
Especially like me personally, I have no family around here. So when I wanna break down and cry, I can't go drive to my mom and cry and just hold her. Like, I have to sit here and do it over a fucking phone call. Like, it really genuinely sometimes breaks me down, and everybody knows that. Like, that's why I used to come to the internet and tell you guys everything, and I would start crying, then I'll start spazzing out on live, because it's like I have no other sort of comfort zone. I have no place that feels comfortable to be able to go and do that. But now I have Kayla, now I have Sunny. Like, I can go and just break down and tell them, like, look, this is what I'm going through. Like, just give me the right path. Like, just tell me something. Tell me some advice. Like, I have good people around me, and I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I fuck with Kayla. I fuck with Sunny. And I honestly used to fuck with Allison, too, because Allison used to put me in my place, too. Thank you, Gordo. But I just want people that are going to be genuine with me and straight to the point with me, and not go around beat around the bush. That's the only difference. Is Allison, she'll go to other people and be like, oh, well, I don't like that she's doing this. Come to me and tell me that. I would respect you more as a woman to come to me and be like, you're fucking doing some fucked up shit, than to go to somebody else and be like, yeah, she's doing fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to be clocked. If I'm doing something wrong, or in your eyes wrong, it might not really be wrong, but in your eyes, you might be like, you know what? This is not okay. I'd rather you tell me that. And that's honestly, to be honest, I don't know spilling tea if you ever heard me say this, but I've always said, like, I don't really have an issue with spilling tea. I never really have. It's
Yep.
just I feel like she was a hate page at one point in time, and I'm like, damn, like you're not seeing any of the good moments of me. You're just seeing the hate, the bad moments of me, and that's why I appreciate you. And I can really like I really genuinely hand on the Bible forgive you for everything because you have taken the time out of your day that you don't even have to fucking do to be like, you know what, this girl might not be all so bad. She seems like a good person. It's just I've heard and probably have seen a couple clips that have persuaded me into thinking different. You know,
Right.
so I really appreciate you. Like I really do because a lot of people won't do that. A lot of people just they want to hold that animosity that's not even there because I have no personal beef with you. I don't even know nothing about you besides that you do a T page. That's it. You know, I don't know your life. I don't know your even real name or your kids. Like I have no real beef against you at all. I don't.
And that's why I relate to you is because like you're on your own, you know, and your mother is so far away and you felt like you were just so alone, you know, it was you and your daughter. And, you know, the exact same way, you know, I'm a single mother. It's very hard and we go through things. I'll speak on myself, not you, but
Yeah.
I'm a DV survivor. I'm an SA survivor. I told you all, you know, my fiance, what he did, suicide survivor, all of that, you know, and I can't believe that I allowed myself to even get to a point of even because in the beginning it was good clips about you. It really was, you know, and
I remember.
yeah, and then all of a sudden, like I let people, like I said, get in my ear, and that's when it just completely turned. And I was telling like whispering tea and stuff. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. You know, this isn't what I started my page for. And that's why everybody did like my page. And she was like, she told me tonight, she's like, I'm so proud of you. And that day that you were watching us on the live and you were like, hi guys. No, we really were. We were just trying to see where you were ranked at in the
Yeah,
live
no,
fest.
I seen a clip before I even joined, and I was like, "Damn, I really feel bad. Genuinely, I feel bad. I feel fucking mad because
Yeah.
usually it's a T page talking shit. So I was like, "Damn, I feel stupid." But I did own up to it though. I was like, you know what? I was wrong, chat. I was wrong. They're actually being genuine about it. They're not trying to see how much I made. They're trying to just genuinely support, and I really appreciate that because that's me growing as well. Like before I would take accountability to an extent. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't give a fuck. I'm taking accountability for all of it. Like I'm not going to sit here and act perfect 'cause I'm not. I'm not perfect. And
Right.
I will never be perfect. The only person that's perfect is God himself. That's it. There's no human on this earth that's perfect. So I have to take accountability. And I also want to apologize as well for even coming at you any type of way. I don't remember if I've called you any type of names.
No,
I
never.
don't honestly think I have, but
No.
if I have ever came at you any type of way, I just want to say I apologize because you don't deserve that, especially with me not even knowing who you are as a person. And I have to understand that what I put on the internet is my problem. That at the end of the day, what I put on here and how I act, mainly how I act. It's not really even about what I put on here. It's about how I respond and how I reflect on things. That's my issue. If I make myself out to be a bitch or a bad person, that's what people are going to see. And I got to start realizing that. I think I definitely have started realizing that, but I'm going to continue to just try to elevate myself. You know that I'm about to be buying a house. So like I'm trying to, as soon as I go into this new house, I'm going to be a better version of myself. I need to get on a better path, be around better people. Like I don't know if you've ever heard this phrase, but if you hang around the rich, you're going to become rich. If you hang around the poor, you're going to become poor. Like I need to be around people that are going to be able to help me genuinely elevate instead of be bringing me down into drama. Because I'm not saying drama is poor, but I'm saying I'm not going to get anywhere being in the toxic circle that I was in. It's not getting me nowhere. I mean,
No. Not at all. And that's how you were. That's how I met you. You were amazing. You stayed to yourself.
I
You
did.
battled people or you went live and you were strictly, to yourself. And if you just, when it was so funny because I think I remember posting like a clip and it was you just minding your own, like so unbothered when all the drama was happening in the boxes. You didn't give a shit about it. You were just minding yourself. But just tonight, I just wanted to come up when you had me crying just because I was just like so down on myself because I'm like, why did I even allow myself to get to that point, because I'm dealing with my own mental health. Why did I allow that? Because that's, I remember on my main page, my real page, I absolutely loved you, and I absolutely loved you when I started this T page.
Yeah.
It wasn't for hate. So the baby, I just want to tell you on that one, a mom making a gossip page about strangers is embarrassing. Look, honey, I'm not the only one, but guess what? I'm woman enough to come up here and clock my shit. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't to gossip. It was to make good clips.
Yeah, spread awareness. Yeah, I understand.
So, I mean, come on. If I see something with DV, I'm a survivor. I'm going to post that. Okay. If I see something with SA or mental, I'm going to post that. If somebody's being a shitbag, I'm going to post that. So I'm not the only one. Okay.
Your job.
But
That's what you do. Just like this is my job, that's your job. Everybody's put on this platform for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all put on here to do something. Like whether it's go live or whether it's to post clips and spread awareness or whatever the fact may be. We're all put on this app for a reason, and I can't be mad at you for my actions that I have done. I can't. I'm not even mad at myself for it, but I'm going to take accountability for it and move forward from it and just realize like I wasn't this person when I first moved here. I was not that person. I was a very kind, genuinely sweet soul. I never argued with nobody. Never.
right.
Never did that. I was actually, everybody loved me. Everybody used to tell me like, how the fuck did you do this so quickly? We don't know how you elevated so quick because it doesn't make sense. Nobody has done it that fast, Like
Right.
I've never, nobody has ever built their platform within 3 months. I built my platform in 3 months of me living in Florida. So it's like, and then it stopped because I started turning negative. I started getting around the wrong crowd. I started getting around the wrong people that didn't genuinely want to see me elevate. They wanted to see me crash out. And
Right.
and that's my own problem. That's not theirs. I can't blame them for that. That's my own actions. So I can't blame you for anything. And I 100% forgive you. I don't want you to ever think I'm going to ever hold anything against you because at the end of the day, everything you clipped was me talking. It wasn't you talking. It was me. So I can't be mad at you for that. That was just a time that I was going through shit and I shouldn't have said what I said because if I wouldn't have said what I said, I wouldn't have been on that page. And it is what it is. Like now I'm just in a better situation and I'm trying to learn from it and grow from it because I'm going to be 25 next year. I don't got time to sit here and be a child. I'm not a child no more. I have a child. I have a child of my own. I can't be a child having a child. That's not going to work. So,
In my main pages as well. I used to hold panels and have people come up and tell their DV stories and spread awareness, for that and mental health. And that's why it really bothered me last night with that all going on. But they also know on my main page that I'm real as fuck. That's exactly how I keep it. And a lot of people cannot handle that, and that's how I am. And then it upset me today when, Allison went live and Southern went over and told her about what happened last night and said we were all over here bullying her. And I'm like, why is this being brought up again? Like this was, and I clipped it.
but
And I was like,
did anybody bully her in my chat? Or
no,
knows at all? We have not talked bad about Allison at all. The only thing I said was that I don't feel like I need to have somebody that, in my opinion, feels envy that about like the blessings I have gotten blessed with, like as in buying my house. blessing children. I feel like in my personal opinion, I felt like she was being envious of it. That's all I said. And I even said after that, I was like, I don't wish anything bad on Allison. I hope she can fix her family. If she can't fix her family, I hope she finds another man in the future that can accept, all of her things going on. I hope she finds the love of her life. I hope she does good in life. I've never once wished bad on Allison at all. I hope she does the
No,
best.
they said you were nice.
Yeah, I
They
just
said
didn't have
you were
you guys.
nice.
We didn't talk about nobody either. You guys were not
No,
ruining nobody. I
no,
don't. I don't know. I do not allow that shit in my lives. I don't. I
no.
don't allow that.
And
So
I'm
like,
glad because while you were doing the live and I was recording, and you were doing your very last person, I was going to post that. Well, then all the drama, but I do have that so I can privately send it to you just so you can see how it started. Exactly. All you were
yeah, that's
doing
fine.
was after you got done talking about the whole situation, that it upset you about about the text, which is, I mean, you have that right. They were about
I
you.
really did look at Allison as friend. I've sent
Yeah.
Allison pictures of Kyrio. I show her every time she, does a big step, like when she started crawling or anything about Kyrio. I've always told Allison like how Kyrio's doing and sent her pictures. She sends me pictures of Mateo, tells me how good he's doing. Like that I do look at as a friend, because if I can talk to you and feel comfortable enough to tell you about my child and how good she's progressing, I feel like I can look at you as a friend. So if that's the case, then you should be able to tell me when I'm right or wrong too, as well. You shouldn't go to other people and tell me where I'm in my wrong. You should be able to come
Right.
to me as a friend and tell me, bitch, you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong. I hate to break it to you, but you're in the wrong. And I still love you for that, because you're gonna grow from it, but you are in the wrong. You need to fix what you just did. Like, that's all it was. It was nothing about bullying Allison, talking shit about Allison, nothing. It's just I gave her so many fucking chances and told her every fucking single time on the phone and text message that, like, I fuck with you, like, dead serious. I fuck with you. I know you're going through your own shit, but you need to come to me as an adult and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Like, if I feel like you're doing something wrong, you think I'm gonna go to Madison or to
Right.
Kayla and tell them, oh, I feel like they're doing this wrong? No, I'm gonna come to you as an adult, as a woman, as a mother, and tell you, you know what? I don't think what you did right here was right, but I do feel like you can grow from it. Like, I do see potential in you. I see growth in you, and you're doing great. Like, as a mother, you're doing good. I'm doing this all by myself, and my daughter's doing amazing. Like, there's nothing wrong to be speaking on me as, besides maybe a mistake or two that I've made, and just come to me about it as a woman. That's all. Like, nobody was bullying her, though. Nobody. Even in the chat, I
No.
was telling people in the chat, I'm like, please stop trying to talk shit about Allison. I don't want to even do that here. I'm just trying to speak my mind right now.
No, it wasn't about Allison. It was Southern went over and told Allison that not you, because Allison asked in the clip that I had posted tonight, guys, how did Kiara act when Southern was crying? And they were like saying in the chat, they were like, oh, she was just, Southern was just being dramatic. That's it. And then she was like, she wasn't being dramatic. She's got, and I'm like, why is this even being addressed? Because nobody was bullying Southern at all. They just said, hey, they said Kiara has the right because she came at me first. Because I was like, I don't agree with Allison talking shit on children. She's came for your child. She's came for baby Alex. And
Multiple times.
I don't get down like that. And I'm going to, if I have that right to clock it, if I do not like it, if you've got a problem with somebody, like I said last night, you go to them. Okay. But I did nothing last night, and you can see the message or the comments where it started, where Southern called me out, and I told her, then somebody else said, you need to go over to Allison's side. Kiara has that right to, be upset. And then she was like, she told that person, she goes, well, I've got cancer. And I said, okay, Southern. I said, then worry about yourself and your mental health, not Allison's.
Yeah,
Focus on you. And then all of a sudden,
I'm telling you, she's an empath. I'm an empath too. But like, the difference between Southern and you is you're very strong opinionated. Like, you're what's the word I used last night? You're very
pass,
I didn't use
passive aggressive.
no, it's not passive aggressive. You're very straight to the point. Like, you she's very she's like me, like we're more like um how would I explain it? Like, we're more empaths. Like, we would like,
Right.
I'm very straight to the point too, but I'm also a big empath too. Like, I will sit here and hear somebody out 100 times with them fucking me over and hear them out every single time until I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I have no literally more energy to give to you. So it's like, me and Southern and you are all different people, because I can sit here and see the good and good and good in people, and you're gonna see the bullshit through. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, you know what? I see bullshit and I'm gonna call on the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm like, you know what? I see a little bullshit, but I think you're still a good person, because I feel like deep down there's something there that you're gonna you can possibly change if you just make the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not me talking shit at all, because you're a good person, and I know you're a good person. I said this shit yesterday. I just feel like we're all different people, and that's okay. Like, it's okay to agree to disagree. We're not all gonna agree on everything, you know? Like, you might, like, I'm not saying you do, but you might love the fuck out of Allison, and I might be like,
No.
no,
Yeah.
I don't feel that way. Like, I feel like this. And we're both going to be like, you know what? It is what it is. We can come to an agreement that we won't talk shit on her, whatever. But I feel like it was just a disagreement last night, and it was all misunderstanding, like I said, because that shit all happened. It all literally happened while you were in the comments.
Right.
It wasn't you up there speaking your mind and calling her name. It was nothing to get to the point where it could have been something that I didn't need to be. It was literally all fucking shit that could blow over within a night. It was nothing serious. And I didn't even know that she actually went to Southern, or sorry, I didn't know Southern went to Allison and told her anything.
Yeah.
I know she said that she was going to have a talk with her, but I thought it was going to be off social media, because that's kind of the hint I guess I got from it. But it is what it is. Like, I excuse me, at the end of the day, I have no beef with Allison. I don't hate the girl. I want to see her do the absolute best. I want to see her excel in everything she chooses to do. But like I said yesterday, I just can't have somebody that's so quick to switch up in my corner. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't
And
have that around me. I have
that's the
so much shit
difference.
going for me. I'd be dumb as fuck to allow somebody that's quick as fuck to switch up on me in 2 seconds over a small thing to
Yeah.
come around me. I just can't. I can't do it no more. I really can't.
And that's the difference between Kayla and Sunny. I have also followed them for a long time, and they're not like that. And I think that's why, like, I fuck with you, and I fuck with, excuse my language, but and Kayla, because me and Kayla both were Geminis. You know what I mean? And so, we're very blunt, we're very straightforward, and when I speak, I come off very harsh, but that's not me at all. Like, in person, that's not me. I mean, I am an FAFO person, that's what everybody says about me. But I'm not that person that is fake as hell and going to sit there and talk shit. I'm going to tell it to your face, and that's why I got blocked. Obviously, correct? Because I was talking shit to you in your comments. So I got blocked, and I don't want to be that person. I love you, and I want to, I see the person that I watched from the beginning. I mean, I've watched you for a few years now. So I mean, it really just sucks. And I just wanted to, when you had me crying, I'm sitting here like, oh, I don't cry. And she's got me crying, and I just had to come up and let express how sorry I am. And I really, truly, truly hope that you accept my apology, because it's very genuine. You will find that out, and you'll see that I'm not a fake person. I'm not trying to stab you in your back.
I know you're not a fake person. You go by what you see, and I can 100%. I can't be mad at that. I mean, when you see something on live or on a T page or on social media, I mean, it's kind of hard to it's hard to judge a book by a cover that's not the cover itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to see something that's just a small clip it and judge somebody off of that. It's very hard to figure out if a person's genuine off of that or not. So I can't be mad at you for that. I don't hate you for that. And I honestly, I love you as a woman to come up here and tell me, you know what, I'm in the wrong for judging you off of that stuff. And I'm going to take accountability where accountability is due. And, just express my my apologies for, the way things went, because like I said, I wasn't even gonna block you. It wasn't even, you never talked about my child. You never talked about anything about my child or my situation besides of like what was going on with me myself. So
Right.
I can't be mad at you for any of that. That's what I put on the internet, and that's how I was expressing myself at that time. So please, like, seriously, like, on God himself, I don't hate you for any of that. And I appreciate you as a woman for coming to me and telling me how you feel and just even apologizing, because a lot of people won't. I'm gonna be real. A lot of people are very, very stubborn, and I'm a stubborn person myself. I'm a Taurus. We all know that. So I'm very stubborn. It's hard for me to just kind of get over things, but I'm also an empath at the same time. So I forgive and forgive and forgive. So like, this is me genuinely as a woman telling you I love you as a woman, and I'm glad that we can come to a terms. I used to be, because I'm only 8 months, not even 8 months postpartum yet, and my daughter's not even a year old.
Right.
It's gonna take another year and 2 months to get to where a year and 4 months actually to get to where I used to be, where I'm just, a calm down version of myself again. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I might make another few mistakes. I hope to God I don't, but it's a given. I might make a few more mistakes, but just call me on my bullshit. Like, just text me and be like, Kiara, you know what? You're fucking wrong. And I still love you, but you're wrong. Like, because I genuinely appreciate that more than trying to think that I'm just a shitty person, because as you see, I'm really not. I just have been through a lot. I've been through a lot in my whole life, since I was a fucking 4-year-old child to 24 now, about to be 25. So I don't know. I just want to thank you and for giving me the second to even explain myself.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And like, I'm going to give it probably until, the beginning of the year. And I had already, like I said, made that post, that I don't want it to be that. So if it does continue to turn negative, if I do post good clips about you, I'm just going to completely get rid of this page, because like I said, it wasn't to be shitty towards anybody. It was to post funny stuff. But if it's going to turn to anything negative, my mental health can't take it. And so I'll go back to my main page, and just go back over there and continue to do my thing. But I mean, one thing that I will never stop doing is clocking Smella. I will never, ever stop clocking that girl, because she completely deserves it. She's a home wrecker, and the girl's not okay at all. And I think that she plays this little thing to where, oh, my mental health, and it's like, well, your mental health is so bad. And you said that you got out of the hospital, because you missed your daughter. But that night you went home, got ready, got on live, and turned around and took off and went and hung out with another baby daddy. So your mental health.
That's one thing I will speak on. I cannot hate the girl for linking up with anybody's baby dad. And I'm not speaking about my situation. I'm not speaking about anything about me. I'm speaking about other situations. Like, this is just my personal opinion. We can't hate her for doing the things she does for content. We all know Stella. She became who she is by stream sniping the Island Boys. So this is what she does. But what we can hate her about, or not like her about, or post clips about her about, is she's not there for her children. So exactly. That's one thing I don't like, is a parent that's a deadbeat and that finds it funny or hilarious about how they don't be around their children so they can go chase D. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's grown of us. I mean, she's pushing 30 years old and you're still chasing D over your child. I'm 24 years old and I know damn well I would never fucking drop what I have going on and send my daughter to somebody or send my daughter to this or that to go fucking go out and get clout. It's never that serious. You will make more money not chasing clout than you will trying to chase clout. And I'm just being real.
Exactly.
And it's not even like it's about the money at that point. She's made it very clear that she comes like that Owen comes with money. So it's like clearly it's not about the money. It's more about the views and how she's perceived on the internet, and she likes the image she has. So at the end of the day, I think we shouldn't, like, this is my opinion. Don't hate me for this, but like, I don't think we should hate her for chasing after people's sloppy seconds or baby dads. I think we should hate her for not being a fucking active parent, because at the end of the day, who's getting affected by this? Her daughter. Her daughter is not being able to grow up with her mother and, you know, learning these things from her mother that she's going to need because she's a baby girl. Like, baby girls need their mothers. They need their fathers as well. But you're going to learn more from your mother because you're a girl, you know, just like a boy. If you have a boy, you're going to learn more from your father because you need that father figure in your life. And I'm not saying you don't need both in your life, but I'm just, from experience, me being a girl, I've learned more from my mother than my father could possibly teach me because my mother's been through it. You know, like, my mother she's a woman. She's been through the things that I go through and that I'm still learning about. So I don't know. I think we shouldn't even clock her. Honest to God, a home is not wrecked until it's just not there anymore. If a home's not there, it can't be wrecked. But one thing you can do is fuck up your own home that you've created. And that's what she's doing. She's not wrecking nobody else's home but her own, because she's not there for her child that needs her there. Her child is a baby. Her child's little. I can't even say how old her kid is, but I know she's under 10. Like, your baby's young. She needs her mom. Like, and you need to be there for your child. Like, I can't even explain it. I couldn't imagine being away from my child at 2-3 years old and going out and fucking chasing clout. That just doesn't even sound reasonable for me. Like, Kyrie comes everywhere with me. I had my friend's boyfriend's birthday party that I got invited to, and I wanted to be there for my friend. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my child with me because I know I'm not gonna get sloppy drunk. I know I'm not gonna be on any substances because I don't do them. So why not? I'm gonna take my child where I know she has a room, where I know if she gets tired, I can put her down and go to sleep. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. She's with me. She's getting there's cameras in every single fucking aspect of the house, so I'm able to watch them right from where I was sitting the whole fucking live, the whole time I was there. You know, like, Kyrie is always taken care of. If I will never leave her in hands that I don't feel is appropriate or comfortable for her, because she's a picky baby. She won't be around everybody. Like, I'm gonna tell you that right now. If she don't like you, she definitely don't fucking like you. So it's like, I don't understand. They said Julie has videos of you drinking on her page. Something like that. I have no fucking clue. All I know is I took 2 shots while I was there. 2 shots. And I spread them out so that I knew for sure. I have no shame in my game. I'm 150 pounds, baby. I just had a baby 8 months ago, not even 8 months. So yes, I gained more weight than I used to be. I was 100 pounds before I got pregnant. I gained 50 pounds. So yes, it takes a lot for me to get drunk. I can't just get drunk off a fucking shot. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, but
and let's be honest here. Like, I mean, we've all done it, but let's be honest. Okay, so say that night that you turned around and you went to Sunny's, blah, 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 okay? And you pawned your daughter off. They would still be talking shit on you. Come on. They would still do it because, oh my God, look, she's pawning her daughter off to go party. But then you take her and you're with her and they're still talking shit. So it's like you can't win. No matter what you do, they're going to come for you.
Exactly. There's been times that police have came to my door and they've seen a wine bottle on my table and they said, well, you don't seem drunk to me. You're not giving any of the signs. Remind you, police know when you're intoxicated. They can tell. This is their job. You know that, right? Like, Police know. CPS cases, caseworkers, they know when you're under the influence, they know when you're drunk or when you're incapable of taking care of your children. I never get like that around Kyriel, never. Especially when I'm out in public, like I'd rather have a good night at my home than be out. But it was my boyfriend's birthday, and I genuinely support them. I'm not going to speak on anything else, but I genuinely support them. I want the best for my friends. I am an empath. I like to see people prosper from problems or situations. I love to see people do better than the situation they're given. So yeah, of course, like I always want to see people do good, but I had no problem. Like if I had any type of feeling that it would be a bad situation for Kyriel, she wouldn't have been there. There was other kids there as well. So that's another thing people don't understand, that there was other children there at the birthday party. It wasn't just it wasn't a fucking party with fucking 30 people.
Right.
Like I think there was less than 20 people there if I can recollect, including the family. So it's like
they want you off the internet. They want you to be completely miserable. They want you to, just have no friends. They want you to have nobody is what they want. And they're not going to be happy until they, get it. And they're not going to, because like I said, I see your growth. And like you said, as soon as I do get into my house, you're going to continue to grow.
Yeah, it's not gonna be nothing that you guys have seen in the past. I promise you that. It's not going to be any of that. Like, I'm going to make sure everybody that I surround myself around, they have their own money, they have their own cars, they're in a good position, they're good, genuine people, because you can have your own shit and be still a shit person. I don't want people like that around me. I don't give a fuck if you're rich and you're a shit person. I'm not going to put myself around you just for the money. No, I'm going to genuinely put myself around people that want to see me elevate and do the best for me and my child. Because my daughter is the only thing that matters to me. She comes before myself. If as long as Kyriel has everything she needs, she's happy, she has a home to call herself a home, not an apartment that's temporary, that's what will make me feel good. I don't need anybody else that's not genuine around me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who you are. I don't give a fuck how many views you have on TikTok. I don't give a damn. I don't care, because at the end of the day, that shit's not going to pay. That shit's not going to take care of what I have to get taken care of, my bills. It's not going to do nothing for me but just cause stress. And that stress leads on to my daughter. And I've realized that, like, my daughter deserves the world. And I'm going to give her that. And I don't care who I have to drop in the process of it. I mean, if I see something, I'm going to call it out. And if you're just genuine towards me, I'm going to keep you around. It just is what it is. It's what you got to do as a mother. So.
And how many times have we all sat in here and heard her say multiple times that you do not give a shit about the views, that you wish you could go back to how your page used to be?
I wish. I fucking wish. I don't know if you've ever checked Splinty. I've always made more money before I had 1,000+ viewers. I made way more money. If you guys check the Tick Leap, I don't know how far it goes back, but if you check my Tick Leap from when I first started, when I first moved to Florida, the first 6 month span, I made way more money then than I do now. And the only time I can ever recollect that I made more than that was that one day I pushed ranks for the 24-hour stream.
Right.
That one day, the one day where I made $7 grand in a day. The one day. And guess what I did? I think it was $2,500, if I can remember correctly, into my daughter's savings account for when she hits 18. And the rest went towards my house. So now you guys know how I built that money so quick to put on my house. I took all of that money. I paid my rent ahead a little bit. I put all that money towards my house so that I can get blessed in peace and in silence. I don't got to sit here and explain shit to nobody, because you don't get blessings by preaching out about how you get your blessings. You got to, moving in silence is fucking crazy. You'll get so much farther moving in silence than explaining your whole life. It's just facts. And
promise me, and probably a lot of people will hopefully agree with me in your chat, in your mods, but promise me one thing, that because this used to be me, and everybody wants to sit there and preach, oh, all these old ladies come on TikTok and they follow these young creators around. You know what? It doesn't matter our age, because everybody's going to be our age. Everybody's going to be in their late 30s, you know, but we look at things as like, yeah, we've been through that. So we want to try to help the younger generation, you know? And so, but please, because I was this person that I thought I constantly had to prove myself and explain and show and blah, blah, blah. Fuck them. Do not prove, like you said, if you guys want, I'll call the house, and we're all in the chat like, no, absolutely not. And I'm like, girl, it's none of our business. Stop proving to people. You don't have to prove to a damn person if they aren't feeding, fucking, or financing you.
Even if I put my realtor on the phone right now, nobody's gonna believe me anyway. What is the point? I'm wasting my time, my energy, and my peace by trying to explain things. Like, it's nobody's business how I get into the house. It's nobody's business how much the fuck I put down on the house. And it's nobody's business who I move into the fucking house. It's nobody's business. Like, I was blessed enough to be in this position. I'm blessed enough to have the support system I've had through all of this journey. Thank God I still have people that support me through my ups and my lows, because honestly, to keep it real with you, I don't even know if I was an outsider looking in if I would support me. But like, I genuinely appreciate people that have fucking gave me the, excuse my language, but that have gave me the chance to just better myself as a person, because I was never a bad person. I'm still not a bad person. I make mistakes, but I can call my own bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm not in the right, I can call my bullshit. Like, and I sometimes I don't do it on live, but I'll do it in private, and I'll speak to God about it, because the only person that can actually judge me is him himself. I gotta stop over explaining myself. It gets me nowhere. So I won't do that. I promise you that I'm done explaining myself to people. Nobody is entitled to know my next move or know how I get to where I'm at. It's nobody's business.
Like you said, move in silence, and that is going to irk them. They're going to be like, what's she up to? Oh my God. You know, they're going to constantly be on your ass because they're not going to know your next move. That's what they are waiting to hear. Your next move. Move in silence, girl. You got this. I have faith in you.
I promise you. I can put that on my life. I will not. I'm done explaining myself to anyone. You guys get what you see, and that's pretty much it. If you can choose to support me or not, but I'm not going to keep sitting here and explaining myself to people that just want to see, just that prey on my downfall. It's not worth it's not worth my mental health, my daughter's mental health. It's not worth my time.
And I'm sorry to say, and if anybody's clipping this, I do not give two shits. As y'all can tell, I am who I am. It's either you like me or you don't. It's not she's all right. It's either I love that bitch or I hate that bitch. Like, period. I don't care who likes me. I really don't give a shit. But when I am genuine, and it takes a lot for me to say, you can ask my children, for me to say I'm sorry, or for me to cry, that is a big, big thing to me. It's not fake. I'm not one of these T pages that's going to come to you and try to get information out of you to run back. That's not me. I don't give a shit. I don't want to know what's going on in your life. You will never, ever catch me messaging you saying, oh, girl, what do you know, I checked on you today. It was just like, hey, girl, I'm thinking about you. Hope you're okay. That's it. Because I knew you were sick. That's all I said. But it's not
but I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not to ask you personal questions because I don't want to know them. Okay. But I will tell you right now, and deep in my heart, I know 100% Allison is preying on your downfall. She's not a person that is in your corner. I don't give a shit who likes that I said it. Oh, well, but I honestly, that is not a friend. That is not a friend, Kiara. I have seen that girl on the app way before she was pregnant too. And I've watched every single thing and watch how she is. If you do not sit there and talk on somebody's child, you don't do that. That's not a friend. I don't give a shit if you guys are into it or whatever. You don't do it. Period. You don't.
Yeah, I've been in a handful of situations with Allison. I've never once spoken to her child. I have nothing to say bad or ill